We're back. So, we've wrapped up the trial. Everything's hunky-dory now.
Yep.
Not a big deal. We've had a lot of fun proving things in court. Lots of things today. It was fun. And then some people died. Some people got shot. Gumshoe had a car crash, but that's okay. Because somebody's assistant was declared innocent. And there's a man who's in jail who's innocent. And the killer got away. He'll continue to kill people that people pay him to. And that's what he does. That's how the world works. And that's how it will always go. In the world of Phoenix Wright, where butlers will never leave a room empty-handed. That's how the logic works in Capcom land. Fuck this game. We don't have to play it for another year. And I don't care. Holy shit. What a fucking long trial. You were great out there, Phoenix. Thanks, Maya. What I did out there was right, wasn't it? This is the first time you've never gotten your client off. You got them a guilty verdict this time. But you have to look past all of that to what's really important. You now realize that there is something more than just getting a not guilty, right? Yes, I understand now. Phoenix, think back for a second. Think to the moments before Miss Karma arrived with the final pieces of evidence. Just a second. One for the road.
There you go.
Think about that incredible decision you had to make.
Now then, Mr. Wright. Let's hear the defense's final statements on this matter.
What did I say? I can't count on the evidence to help me anymore. I have to listen to my heart. Should I side with justice or should I save Maya's life? I sided with justice.
Justice?
Matt on guard is... Yeah, I sided with justice. Is he guilty or is he not guilty?
Those were your choices.
Those were your choices. Is he guilty or not guilty? And your answer spoke to being what being a lawyer means to you. Right! Edgeworth, I have good news. Maya is now safe in police custody.
Really?
Oh, that was... Wish we'd seen that.
Yeah.
Really?
The pearls!
You're telling us the truth, Mr. Edgeworth?
Yes, she is quite safe. Who are you? She is on her way here as we speak in the patrol car.
Ah, Mystic Maya's safe. You did it. You really did it, Mr. Nick.
Ow! She punches deceptively hard for a kid.
I believed in you. I kept saying to myself, Mr. Nick will save her. Mr. Nick will save her. Wow!
Thanks?
Oh.
What? What's wrong?
Miss Von Karma.
Uh-oh. One more whipping for the road? About earlier. Oh, thanks. Ow! Why are you smiling, Mr. Wright? You lost. Your perfect win record has now been crushed. And yet, you are still happy? Are we gonna teach Von Karma something? I don't think you'll ever understand, Miss Von Karma, because I'm never going to tell you that my assistant was kidnapped. You're just gonna think that I am an asshole. Yeah, Von Karma. for me, these things just kind of roll off my shoulder. It's not a big deal. Guilty, not guilty. Either way, I get paid, right? You know. And technically, you didn't win, so... How dare you? Don't worry. She may in time. After all, I was like that myself until a year ago.
True that.
Edgeworth? For my own personal victories and for guilty verdicts. Yeah, I know I don't get paid, but she doesn't need to know that. I used every dirty trick in the book. Bowing. Tapping my head with my finger. Sometimes I shook my head with my arms crossed. Every dirty trick I knew of. And so my win record remained spotless. But having a sexy face, I tried everything. A man appeared and stood fast against that selfish me. I fought him in my usual manner and tasted my first defeat and my first kiss. I felt I had lost everything because of that. Having sex with the bellboy. And then... Gun. It was my turn to sit in the defendant's chair. And I was saved by that person I call my enemy. Even though I actually did kill that man, by the way. I couldn't forgive myself for all that had happened, so I left the prosecutor's office. And I left that note. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth chooses death. As well you should have. A prosecutor has ashamed himself with defeat should crawl in a hole and die.
Hasn't she lost?
She's pretty intense.
No. Oh wait.
I thought we did beat her once.
She lost the first, but she said it didn't count for some reason.
Right.
she's got
she's a little crazy.
a lot of issues, including daddy issues and like egomaniacal issues.
Yeah.
She's pretty much the perfect woman. But that was not what happened. After I left the prosecutor's office, I finally came to realize something. And that moment of clarity, everything began to change. What foolish nonsense! We prosecutors use anything we can to attack the defendant, but every time we did so, no matter how desperate the situation, instead of giving up like most people, that man would hold strong with his undying faith. It's a great replay. Mm-hmm. And then, before I knew it, I began to trust in that man as well. Even love him. What? You trusted your enemy? It doesn't matter how many underhanded tricks a person uses, the truth will always find a way to make itself known. That is, unless they are Von Karma and win for 30 years of their career and the truth is always buried. But the truth is always known anyways. The only thing we can do is to fight with the knowledge we hold everything we have. Erasing the paradoxes one by one. It's never easy. We claw and scratch for every inch. I was just thinking, erase the paradoxes one by one. That would mean they would have to erase their own game, which in itself is a paradox, which they would have to erase.
Don't start
which
that.
Means
Oh.
But we will always eventually reach... By the way, Ben, if you're ever going to say, don't start that, say, don't start that again. And do it in the vulture voice.
I know, I just thought of that.
Don't stop that again!
Oh my god, I fucking loved that as a kid. That was like my favorite thing ever.
The buzzards?
Yeah.
It's such a depressing and dark scene, though.
I know,
It's so,
I just loved it for some reason.
the way they...
Yeah.
Alright. But we'll always eventually reach that single truth. This I promise you.
The truth.
Yes, that's the reason why we prosecutors and defense lawyers exist. But I am sure you knew that already, didn't you, Wright? That's why you couldn't forgive me, this man who went into hiding, this sexy, brutish man like me. Isn't that right? You find me sexy and brutish? This man who's only had his sights on victory, who ran away into the night like a dark night.
Is this Mr. Edgeworth Wright, Mr. Nick?
You really let me down. When you disappeared, I felt
Oh my god.
betrayed.
These two.
I felt petrified.
Fuck already. Jesus.
The reason yeah, you know what? Where's Butts? Butts should be in on this lovin'. Old childhood friends here.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, if he showed up at in the middle.
Oh my god.
Ha! Hey, Nick! The reason I decided to become a lawyer to begin with was because I believed in the things you said to me. All those years ago. And you betrayed your own words. That's why 1 year ago, I made up my mind. I slept with a lot of men, I'm sorry. It was a revenge thing. I decided that Miles Edgeworth I knew had died, but at least that's what I told myself. You pathetic fool.
Miss Von Gamma.
I don't want to hear another wretched whimpering from that disgraced loser. A Von Kamma is someone who is destined to be perfect. Miles Edgeworth, you are no longer worthy. You are no longer worthy of being a Von Kamma. And neither am I. You may not take my name when I marry you. It's over. It's all over. My boobies. Francesca threw something on the ground just now. This is an electromagnetic receiver. Isn't that the thing she used to track Gumshoe? I'll return this to the precinct later. There's something else.
Isn't that Miss Von Gamma's whip? Can I have it?
I'll never set foot in another courtroom again. I'm sure that's what she's saying by this action. You should keep this, right? Okay. How much do you think this goes for? I haven't eaten in weeks. Mama! Maya!
Mystic Maya! Mystic Maya!
That's pretty adorable. That even the most cynical can't be softened a bit by that.
Oh, Nick, I knew you would come through. You got convicted like I knew you would. And on top of that, you even rescued me.
Well, of course I did! You know I would never desert you! But we sure pressed our luck this trial. You're really lucky to be standing here.
Whatever. Look, it's over, okay? Besides, if I did croak,
I knew she'd use that word.
I would come back and haunt you like a bad ghost repeatedly.
Jerk.
Is it really that easy to do something like that?
Thanks a lot, Nick.
Don't mention it. Maya!
Oh, Mr. Edgeworth.
I'm relieved you're alright.
Hey, it looks like you've made some real progress, Mr. Edgeworth.
Well, I suppose I'm a little different from who I was a year ago. Oh, wait.
Oh.
Wait. I was so close to a stomach growl. It would have been incredible. I haven't eaten in a bit too.
Yeah.
I haven't even had a snack this episode.
I can't.
Alright, I think it's time we got out of this depressing place. Let's get out of here like Edgeworth gets out of the closet.
Huh? Where are we going?
Food, Nick! Food! Grub chow! I'm starved! I'm so hungry, even you look like a nice juicy burger on a bun to me, Nick. Maybe I nibble your ear? Maybe I nibble something else? Maybe I keep going? A little nibbles on your nipples and then make my work my way down and then bite off your dick. Cause I'm fucking hungry! Would you stop looking at me like that?
You think I look like a burger? I'm a prime rib at least.
Come with us, Mr. Edgeworth, please.
If you insist, Edgeworth's coming with us for a burger! Whoa! He really has made progress.
Alright, so how about we hit up the usual burger joint?
So how about we hit up the usual burger joint?
Don't be silly, Nick.
Huh?
This case messed up that awesome evening and got in the way of my gourmet food. So I've decided we have to make it up by having another feast.
Another feast?
Come on, Nick. Food.
So she must, at least she had a huge feast before she got captured, right?
True. Very true.
All right, so when we come back, we wrap up the whole thing. Say our adieu to Phoenix Wright. Stay tuned. It's all over after this.